This is A Course in Weight Loss by Marianne Williamson. I listened to the audiobook. I know it's also available on paperback. But I just got to say, man, this audiobook right here is something else, man. Her voice is so soothing, so calming, so relaxing, so accepting. Like, she just makes you feel at peace. Like, she's just somebody who's just genuinely listened to you, and you could totally agree with her. So it was one of the few times I'd be like, hey, trust me, audiobook's probably a little bit better than the paperback. But either one's great. And once again, when I first got this book, I've probably read over 10,000 pages on weight loss or conditioning or getting in shape. You know, most of the books that I deal with talk about how many grams of protein or healthy fats or omegas 3, 6s, and 9s and complex carbs and simple carbs and all that good stuff. This book has gone a completely different direction. She completely focuses on how our emotions determine how we eat and how often that we eat because we're emotional. We don't feel love, so we go eat food just to try to fill the void. And I first got the book. I was like, dude, I don't know if this book is for me. But fortunately, I have a rule where I'm going to give every book at least an hour. And then if after an hour I haven't fully been into it, then I'll give it up. But yeah, it literally took her 5-10 minutes to catch my attention. And she had me fully locked in and loaded. I was like, man, she really brought in another perspective that I've never thought of before. Like I said, I've always focused on, the exercise and how many grams of protein, carbs, and fat, and just a completely different way. So for some of you, this might be a much better approach to look at weight loss and dieting. The other thing too is, and I love the way she said it, she can be blunt at times. She's like, if you could have a better diet and eat healthy and feel great right now and be in the shape that you want to be, you would have done it already. But the fact is, you don't have what it takes to do it on your own. You kind of need more than just yourself. And that's where she talks about God and the Spirit. Now, she doesn't try to push any particular faith or religion. She just kind of acknowledges God as the Spirit. And she goes, you have to ask for the Spirit to guide you and to help you find a better direction. And when your emotions are getting you, just pray for guidance and meditation. And so she does a really good job of describing some of that stuff. She really caught me off guard with how well she handles that. And so it's just some of her situations are just so on point. It's unbelievable. There have been times where she's talking in the book. I'm like, I swear she's been following me with a camera or something. One story she was talking about was, how many times have you looking in the pantry and you don't even know why? Looking in the fridge, you don't even know what you're looking for. You're not even hungry. You're not really even craving the food, but you're going in looking for food. And she goes, you try and tell yourself that you really want food, but no, really, you're feeling sad. You're feeling angry. You don't feel loved. And so what you're trying to do is you're trying to eat this food so that way you can get this temporary fix, this temporary high where all those bad feelings kind of fade away until after the fact that you realize you've eaten 12 Oreos and you're like, holy, what have I done? I ate 12 Oreos and dang it. And then you feel bad and you beat yourself up and you feel guilty. And then what do? You eat the other row of 12 Oreos so you don't feel as bad anymore. And then as you're eating them, you're thinking about, well, dang, like I could be like halfway through the 12 Oreos and I'm like, man, what am I going to eat next? I don't even taste the Oreos. I'm already thinking about the next junk food that I'm going to consume. I'm not even enjoying it. I'm like, man, she sold me so quick on that. She described it so well. It was unbelievable. But then the other part that she talks about, like, you know who else does that? You know who else kind of suffers with that? Drug addicts. Drug addicts struggle to like cope with life and do certain things and survive a certain way. And they get frustrated. And so in order to get an escape, they take drugs. And then all those bad feelings fade away. And then they don't feel it no more. And then they feel good. And that's what we do with food. We feel sad, angry, frustrated, not loved. And we eat this junk food hoping that it's going to fill that void. And then in a sense, we end up wearing our feelings on our body. And then we get mad at our body. And she's like, we're not really mad at our body. We're mad at our feelings and our inability to control the way we eat. I mean, man, it is so deep. It is so intense in depth. I definitely recommend this book. You're probably going to shed a few tears. I got to be honest with you. I know I did. Dealing with some of your emotions, dealing with some of the things that she's going to bring up and have you journal about. And so it's just a great book for you to self-reflect and to think about why it is you eat the way you do. So you can accomplish anything you want as long as you want to sacrifice and put in the work. I believe in you. Go get it.